All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tradeify Crypto YouTube channel. And welcome. And we have Technical Tuesday with me today. And we are going to cover some previous topics which I covered and going to add a new level of understanding how we can catch high probability key zones in market. And welcome, Glenn. Welcome, everyone. Again, hit the like button. We are very close to 2,000 subscribers. And let's go. Let's get to the charts and let's see what we have, what I have for you guys for today to sharp your edge in the market. So let's first analyze the market a little bit, and then we'll go over the theoretical stuff and technical stuff, which I have to explain. So first, going on the daily time frame, we are in a range after obviously a very big move to the downside, and that's what usually happens whenever we have good move in one directional price or market usually takes rest or it gets slower for some period of time, and then we have the momentum back again, and expecting and assuming that the market is not actually looking good for bears on the daily time frame, because we are getting rejected over this area, which I will explain why and how. So, and also let me remove all of this stuff. It's looking weird here, and my trading view is somehow not allowing me to. I don't know why. It's not my internet. I tried every single thing, but it is, whenever I click on setting, it will not work. But if I do something else, it will work, and that's very weird. So that's how you guys have to manage for some days. Yeah. Good morning. Solana Bully. Nice name. Good. You're bullying Solana, and actually, I'm loving Solana from these few months. And yeah. So looking at 1 hour, I feel there is no enough area to analyze for the swing traders, but I actually milked some shots in this zone from the point of control to the downside. All of this may sound really complicated, because in the last Tuesday I was explaining, or maybe not even last, but every single Tuesday I was explaining about wicks. But today we are going to, hello Luna, welcome to the stream. And today we are going to learn about volume profile, but in a way where we should not hurt something which we already learned in the previous session in Tuesdays. So how I'm planning my session of Tuesdays, like it will be like a mentorship, or maybe you can say a course where we go step by step, cover every single thing. And someday we will all discuss that what levels we are looking at, and also Roman will join us as well. He will share his views in the chat at what he's looking at. Same for you guys. so okay. Before we move forward, let's make this live stream interactive. And I have a question for you guys. Do you guys use, or maybe do you guys know how I use supply demand of higher time frame? What is something I use for myself to identify which key levels are important and not? If you know is that it's a 4-hour wick, then you're right. Maybe you were watching the previous you have watched the previous streams as well, and the current video which is uploaded on Tradeify crypto channel, where I've explained how you can use higher time frame wicks. And personally, my personal favorite is for 4-hour wicks, which I use as supply and demand levels. And I know it is not looking so great, but what I can do is remove every single thing. Yeah. And you guys can see that we got a really good trade. I actually ended making some 1:1.5 in this range. As you guys know, I really don't like to go far than the risk to reward. And we have new people coming in the chat section, and Simon, I mean, yeah, good to have you here. Welcome to the Tradeify Crypto Live stream, and I hope you enjoy our content. and make sure to hit the like button. So on the 4-hour, if you guys see that I use these levels as supply. Oh my god, I forgot that whenever I click or draw something, it will come back again. Let's see if it goes okay. Yeah, now it's back normal. Okay, now we have normal trading view. Congrats to myself. So you guys know that I use this wicks of higher time frame on 4-hour as key levels, as supply and demand zones. But today we are going to add an extra confirmation level, which is going to boost your confidence when it comes to identify key levels in market, which is volume profile. So it's just some like a refresh of maybe recap of what we learned in the previous sessions, and today we are going to continue and carry that again ahead with extra information of volume profile. So are you guys actually watching the stream, or maybe are you paying attention, because it is going to be intense or maybe very basic? Plus I feel from this stream, after the stream you will have good idea about how to use volume profile. Not 100%, but I'm damn sure that it will be near 80 to 90%. You'll understand what is volume profile, how to use it, and it is something which you're already using. But this time, thank you so much, Simon, and I know you are paying attention. Thank you so much. This time you will understand at what price level we have good number of volume and where we have low volume in the price area. So I have the diagram ready for you guys in this gold chart, and for now this might be looking something maybe complicated or not, but I'll break down one by one for you guys, and which is, I can say, it will boost your understanding of finding high probability levels in market. And we will look at some live examples as well after we are done learning on this diagram, and I'll break down some areas, and soon in upcoming streams we are going to use volume profile and wicks, and we'll trade together, right? I mean, not together, not a financial advice, but I mean, be at your own risk. That's what Boris says. Yeah. So this is high volume node, and if you don't know where this tool is available on TradingView, I'll show you. And let's go back to Bitcoin. You can see this toolbar on the left, and we have we have this section where you will have long and short position tool. On the bottom you can go in volume based and click on favorite. It will be added in your toolbar, which is fixed range volume profile. I really don't like to use the anchored volume profile, because for that I have to scroll, I mean, my entire chart, it will change and stuff like that, and already my trading view is lagging because of some bug. So that's why I'm not really using the anchored one. My favorite one is fixed range volume profile, and how to use it from the daily opening. So let's go on the lower time frame and first understand. Let me remove this one, and let's go with the session volume based profile, which marks the daily. Let me remove this candle. Okay, which marks the volume profile based on the. Can you guys hear a kid shouting from my background, or because I have to? I want to know that it is disturbing or not. If yes, I just have to leave a message and it will be solved. Is it actually no? Lona says no. Okay. All good. Okay, so where we are at. So yeah, how to use volume profile and where to drag and drop. There are many people who like to use session based. Some people will use from the Asia session if they want to trade London. If they are trading London, they will use London to New York volume profile to understand the range and trade accordingly. But as an intraday scalper, I like to use the daily opening as the area where I can drag and drop the volume profile and use it till the current level, which is automatically done by this indicator, which is session volume. Let me search it and again for you guys. And yeah, it's if I'm not wrong, it's this one, session volume profile, available on TradingView for free. Just apply it, and let me go into settings for you guys, so you can use it. Maybe take a screenshot, or maybe you can watch it later on the recording of the stream. So you can do market only, and 68% of the range, not 70. And these are my settings, and visibility on the lower time frame only, because I am active on lower time frame than higher time frame. So it works. It is visible from 1 minute to maybe 1 hour, not higher, or not maybe on the hourly time frames and higher. So all right, so the first doubt is solved, that where to drag and drop it. And there are many traders who really choose random ranges according to their experience in market. But to keep it easy, you can use a daily opening, like ORB or initial balance for each session. Exactly, Glenn, you are actually the one who is getting the point where to use it. And that's how I use it as well. The orb and the initial balance and each session, whatever strategy you are using in any market, it will work, right? But to keep it easy for everyone, for now we are choosing daily opening price, where we can use the volume profile. So doubt number 1 is solved. Now we are going to understand what are these mountains, and for that we have to go here again back to this diagram, where I'm going to explain why market is ranging and why it's important for us, and this edge of this high volume node. Yeah, so this is nothing but maybe a mimicking a market uptrend, which is in a range. You guys can see there are two things happening in this market: ranging, taking support, continuing higher. If you are someone who knows what trend is, so you guys can see what trend it is, what you guys can see on my chart, what trend it is. It is an uptrend or downtrend. First clarify that, and we'll move forward. And I want you guys to write in chat what trend it is on my chart. This white line you guys see on my screen. Uptrend, exactly. So we are in uptrend. Now you guys understand what trend it is. Now we are going to cover what these mountains are and why they work well for myself and many traders out there who use this volume profile. So when we have fair market, where buyers and sellers are happy with the price, and usually we'll see range, and where we don't really trade, we don't really like to trade in range. Like this setup looks very similar to what people use on lower time frame and many ICT traders. And also I'm going to cover how to use fair value gaps with volume profile. So you should understand that you are at a perfect gap you're using. Not every fair value gap is going to give you trade or entry. That's why we are adding this tool to make our FVGs more powerful, which is something I used to use, but now I don't really, because main structure I create in my head with the Wix and the volume profile. So yeah, so on the left it looks accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Manipulation will always happen on the opposite side of the trend. Now, why I have marked this edge and stuff, but before let's understand these mountains, which are a high volume node, where you will see maximum number of transactions happen at a price level. And in this example, we have maximum number of transactions happen at 4379.522. So this high volume node is going to act as magnet if buyers are buying, or maybe the aggressive buyers are buying and the passive buyers are helping this price to go higher. So that's where we see we see our trade getting filled really easily. And in market, people are using low volume nodes as supply demand zone, but I use it differently. I use the edge of this high volume node as supply demand. Why? Because not always in low volume nodes you will see market getting rejected. Instead, you will see this edge, and also we can call it value area high and value area low of this range. 68% number 68 percentage transaction happen in this range. That's why the edge of this high volume node act as very powerful supply and demand zone, and you will see many times these gag align with higher time frame wicks of the 4 hour. That's why I like to use wicks. It's like, give me nothing, just give me higher time frame wicks, and I will still be able to trade on the Bitcoin. Yeah. So this high volume node carries the maximum number of transactions, where mainly you will see price ranging. So if you are buying from this area, you have to make sure that either wait for price to range and again continue higher, or maybe book your profits. So this is a normal market where we see accumulation, manipulation, where the edges of high volume node and taking support in this area. And what high volume node edge carries? Passive traders, which is actually, they are actually maybe absorbing many buyers in this zone. So what is a passive trader, or maybe traders? Traders who place heavy limit orders near edge of this high volume node. So I'm assuming we have people in the chat. We have Glenn, Solana Bully, NQ. Let's say all of these guys are big bull in market. Let's say Glenn and Solana Bully are a big bull. Or let's write passive buyers. In this zone, we have Glenn and Solana Bully holding every single seller and saying, no chance, you guys don't have enough order to absorb we have heavy loaded limit orders at this price. We are going to take rest till price taps this edge of high volume node and then continue higher. So let's say the sellers were really weak in this zone. They tried to push lower, but the order of Glenn, Solana Bully, and NQ was so high that the sellers got absorbed in this high volume edge, and bulls took over the control and price went higher. Till where the high volume edge, another resistance, which tried to again continue lower, but the aggressive passive buyers has had another, limit orders in this zone. They were like, no, not enough. We are still going to take control. So what happened? We inverted, or maybe disrespected the resistance and converted into support, and price again tapped again in this zone and continued higher. And point of control is what acts as magnet. So it is really easy to get confirmation that just mark the edge of the high volume node and wait for sellers to get absorbed and passive buyers to take control and move it higher until the point of control is where your TP would be resting. If I would go long, I'll take a trade something like this. As you guys know, that I don't really like to trade higher than 1:2. So this is the best trade which could have formed for me on this gold chart. Price again came back lower in this high volume node edge. We have again passive buyer limits order heavily loaded in this zone and continued higher. So that's how the edge of the high volume node carries many passive buyers limit orders. And why am I so confidently saying all of this thing? Because in future I will use the heat map where I'll show you guys exactly where the edge of the high volume node and the passive buyer limit orders which will be in the line of the yellow color, stuff like that, will align exactly in this zone. And that's how I like to use it on all the markets. It works on gold, obviously, because market works with ask and bid. There are aggressive buyers and sellers, and there are aggressive passive buyers, passive traders and sellers. That's how every market works. That's why volume profile works on every single market, and it will give you good edge in market to perform and also figure out high probability key levels with ease. And do you guys actually understood what I actually explained on this diagram, that what volume profile is? If yes, type yes in the chat, and we will move forward, and then we'll understand live example in charts that will give us more confidence in order to use volume profile in market. Glenn says yes, and few more yes, and we will move forward to Bitcoin chart, then gold, then any altcoin you guys want me to, and then maybe Nasdaq. Everything, we'll cover every single thing here. Yes, kinda. So your kinda will be removed when we will watch some examples in the chart. Explain more, please. And you can elaborate what you didn't understood in this diagram, and I'll get back and explain you again. Simon01. For now, before you write, let me explain how we can use it on the real chart. I think that will somehow shape your understanding of volume profile. If still you find it difficult, I'll again explain you after I'm done showing some examples. And don't worry, every Tuesday I'm going to cover stuff step by step to improve your accuracy, to find the key levels on the higher time frame chart. And I don't know why it is okay. This is not something. So we are back on the real chart. And as I explained, the session volume profile automatically marks volume profile from the daily open for you, so you don't really have to mark it by this tool which we have in the trading view. So it's on you if you want to use the indicator which is of trading view, which automatically marks, or you want separate, because let me show you guys there is no actual difference. If we have separate volume profile of this daily opening candle. When I say daily candle, let me add the higher time frame, this indicator, and leave only 3 candles of higher time frame, which will so these 3 candles, you guys can see 3 volume profiles tagged in this chart. And if I have to combine them, so instead I will close this indicator and use this, where was the opening? Okay, use this fixed range volume profile and drag it to current price, and all the levels and stuff, it's actually combined, all 3 days combined in this one volume profile. Nothing is wrong in that, but I like to use the session volume base because I'm a kind of trader who really believes in base hits instead of analyzing the entire range. So session volume profile works well for me, might not work for you because you are maybe trading on higher time frame. So do use the tool if you are on higher time frame. If you're a higher time frame player, and if your lower time frame, session volume profile is something which is going to work well for you. Now we are going to understand this chart we have on our trading view, and I think I have to remove some stuff which I marked when I was analyzing it. Let's make it more clean, and we are good to go. Let's go on. Now we have visibility till 30 minutes only. Let's do 15. This is the it is Bitcoin. I think Roman is actually paying attention, so I really like it. And that's what we are going to cover after we are done with Bitcoin. Yeah. So Roman wants me to analyze Doge with this volume profile stuff. We are going to do it, and it will be fun. It will be more challenging, and because I have not traded Doge from I think last 3 days, mainly active on Bitcoin on this 15-minute time frame. So let's take a look at this area where I took a trade on 15-minute. Obviously a very delayed entry, but anyway it's fine because I knew that it's actually going to go, or maybe fall till this volume profile. So, I mean, point of control of this current market. So today in the London session, price moved aggressively near this point of control, which we previously learned acts as magnet. And why price continued higher from here? Let's hope my bar replay works well and supports me today. Yeah, it is working well. So you guys can see that I'm actually going to use the previous day low volume zone of this area at the bottom, indicating that this is acting as a very good support zone. All right, let me make it green and dragging it till here. And also you guys can see this wick is actually filled with this low volume, which that's why it is acting as support on the current daily candle. And what we would expect, currently market is near point of control. That's why market is ranging. That's what we learned on this diagram, that whenever market is near point of control, it will usually range, take support back in this near the edge of the high volume node, and then give you another trend. And whatever I'm explaining right now is not the entire conference, or not everything I use. We'll cover footprint chart soon when you guys know how to, when you guys understand how to use the volume profile. Can you guys see this edge of this high volume node where it is working? Obviously this is something I'm not going to take trade on Bitcoin on 15-minute, but just for understanding, can you guys spot this area as resistance, which is edge of this high volume node? Yes or no in the chat, and then we'll move forward. Then only we'll move forward, then only. And also make sure to hit the like button. We'll do the giveaway when we hit, let me see how many likes we have right now, and we have 9 likes. At 20 we'll do the giveaway. Solana Bully is saying yes, they can spot. So Solana Bully says yes, he can spot, or he can, or whatever you are. Robold says yes, Glenn yes, and Simon yes. Okay, so you guys can spot it. So that's how I understand that market is going to range. This is a time where I have to take some rest and understand the price movement with patience. So let's see what happened. Price tapped this point of control and launched with a really good bull volume and stopped at where, and maybe targeting this point of control of previous day, and you will see price will start rejecting. And you can see there is really less volume when price went near this point of control, which is going to act as resistance for us. And look at this volume. Now, do we have, I have to mark it to mimic what I drew on the chart. And where is it? Is it yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, and let's zoom it a little bit. And yeah, can you guys see this high volume node? Yes or no? Say write one if you guys can see this high volume node, which is obviously very small, but it is a high volume node formed at the point of control of previous uh, previous day point of control. And I'm so sorry if you are doing some work, and maybe I knew and Glenn was cooking something and he was still watching the stream. It's okay if you can't write it, but I can see it. Yeah, you can see it. And as so, what we are going to do, we are going to copy paste exactly what we have in this diagram. So we use the edge of this high volume node as supply zone and demand. So we have this area which we are going to use as supply zone because price is failing, assuming that at this point of control and also at this high we have passive sell limit orders. So assuming, yeah, robot, can you see it? So assuming that Glenn, Simon and robot are big sellers, big passive sellers at the area of 63,348, trying to push price higher. And also, in order to go long, what we'll wait for price to invalidate this resistance and take support and continue higher. Instead of that, price started ranging and started showing us that there is still weakness in this area. Yeah, not a single candle is really trying hard with good volume to push price higher. And as you guys can see, the price developed in this zone. That's why this is something which where we can see change in this high volume node. And now we are going to focus at this high, which is acting as heavy resistance for price. And then after trying many times, trying at this zone, price closed below with good volume and targeting this high volume area, and we can see it gave us really good reaction and filled it at this range where I'm assuming that there would be a point of control. So that's how full port, yes, full port short, exactly. When only when we see this kind of structure forming in any pair. So that's how we can use the volume profile and also look at the higher time frame candle. What we have is this wick. Isn't everything is pointing the same thing and coming like every single thing is pointing the same thing, and whatever we learn, we are coming back at the same thing we knew already. That's what I explained when me and Boris were talking about some coin, that if you don't know about something new which you heard it about in market and you really liked it and you want to use it, what you can do is do reverse engine and apply whatever you know about market and chart, and then use that tool. If that aligns, you will get an idea that how that thing works instead of guessing. I'm not saying don't watch any YouTube video, do it, but first give it a try, give some stress to your brain, and then continue your learning for that tool. So in here you can see the slow volume node where price actually moves with good volume. That's exactly what happened. And then again this area which was support but turned into resistance, pushing price lower. You can see the bull from this area, from this low volume zone, tried to go push price higher, but again you can see that they failed and continued back lower. This might be looking congested to you guys, but that's how I trade on lower time frame. And if you are someone who trades on higher time frame, you can use the previous range or maybe the monthly opening and stuff like that if you're trading on the 4 hour or 1 hour. So Glenn is saying that's 4 hour high time frame candle. It is not, but I will show you the 4 hour will align as well. Let's do 5. That's a lot of candle. Yeah, you can see the candle, and I think I have to show you the timing as well. So let's is it something which, okay, let me make it white. Yeah, look at this 16th p.m. am candle, this wick working as resistance, aligned with the month on the daily candle of the Monday, and Tuesday tapped in and continued lower. Here we have 12 am candle tapped in, continued lower, which is a basic price action which I taught you guys in the previous session, working as supply zone. And here we have volume profile, tapping the point of control and continuing lower at the edge of this high volume node, which works as supply zone. And we have Solana asking why you choose the 15-minute time frame and not 5-minute. It has nothing to do with the time frame, to be honest. I can go on 5-minute and take the same thing. That's the time difference is not much. And let's wait for this indicator to load. Yeah, so yeah, there is no difference when it comes to the time frame for me, because 15-minute 5-minute is actually very close to each other. If your question would be something like why 15, why not 4 hour, then I would go on higher time frame and look at the weekly volume profile and stuff like that on the lower time frame. So there is no difference when it comes to time frame. It's like I'm really comfortable with the 15-minute. Yeah, on 5-minute we have good data on the lower time frame and we can enter trade much earlier. And also you guys can see that this entry was actually in between the candle, because I was looking at the footprint chart, which we are going to cover later when you guys are okay using volume profile. So I saw many aggressive stagnant balance or maybe aggressive seller selling in this candle. That's why I jumped in between, and it gave me 1:1.5, which is the best risk to reward. I use it for myself in crypto. So yeah, so right now we covered this Bitcoin volume profile trade example. Now we are moving to Dogecoin, as Roman said. Do you guys actually understood how to use volume profile, where to use it, and why to use it, and how you can use it with supply demand, which you already know? So if you are someone who is trading double top, double bottom, nothing is wrong with that. Just make sure that you have good idea that the double top is following this supply zone, because the volume is very low. Bulls are failing above to trade above this zone. There are a lot of passive sellers in this zone. That's why price is continuing lower. So give me thumbs up or maybe any emoji if you somehow got maybe a little idea how to use it, and we will move forward on Doge. And we have 1,000 people watching us. I really appreciate you guys. Just make sure to give a like. We give away accounts every single day if we hit certain target. And just give me 1 minute water break. And yeah, spam emojis if you understood exactly. Hazy Sunlight, welcome to the stream. I think I read your name for the first time. Oh, does not have to put it on full screen, Roman. Thank you. Okay. So now, yeah, thank you. So now we are moving. Okay, yeah, I really like the engagement in chat. Love it. Okay, robot. The robot is. You have really cool DP. I think it's from the movie or where we have Arnold and really weird liquid robot stuff. I think I watched it when I was a kid with my dad. I have joined 3-4 times before too. Okay, so you might not be writing something in chat. So let's go. Let's take a look at Doge. with same stuff. And let me turn this off and let's see what we have on Doge on the 5-minute chart, and also on 15. Does not really matter, but we are in range, but there are still opportunity on lower time frame as well. Yeah, Terminator 2, exactly. Yeah, and I don't know the name, but thank you for telling the name of the movie. T1000 or something. Yeah, I think a robot can tell us more. Don't search it on the ChatGPT. Grel P3 saying good morning Spotify. Spotify is not actually here. He will be, because his mask is going to arrive after 25 days, and I'm still waiting for the parcel. He, not me. Anyway, so we are on the Doge chart, which Roman wanted me to analyze, and let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so pretty much same like Bitcoin, because it is a correlated pair, which I really like to trade on lower time frame because of very low commission, but you have to input lot size in 6 digits, which is normal. Just have a calculator with you, and same range as we have on the Bitcoin. Anyways, but we were learning volume profile, so we are going to take a look at the same price action we have on Bitcoin. And also don't forget that I use correlation as well. So I think volume profile, correlation, and the wicks makes this level really good, and I feel that this trade was much better than in the Bitcoin, because it directly went lower, and in Bitcoin it was ranging. So using same indicator, higher time frame candle, and the session volume profile, nothing else, and we have this double top. So robot is asking, sorry to ask, but do you do session fixed profile? I mean, I really don't like to use it if you're talking about session based, but if you talk about futures, I like to use it after the regular trading hour, which is after 9:30. In crypto, in gold, I use it from the daily open, and sometimes on Paxi at 9:30 as well, if I haven't found any good stuff or maybe any entry. So yeah, so that's how I use it. Market session. Yeah, I mean, it's on the person. If you are someone who likes to analyze the session and stuff of the session volume, but that is not something which gives me enough confidence and understanding of levels. If you talk about what we can do is, let me apply the I think it is called session. Is there any indicator or something like that? Let's do it and find it out. Session TPO market profile. No, yeah, session Asia London session, and I think it has marked in a very weird color. And before I go blind, let's increase the opacity. So we have Asia, right? So I'm turning off this session based indicator. Instead of that, I'm going to drag and drop the Asia session area, and you can see there is not much difference when it comes to figuring out levels. So I'm just, it's like there is nothing new in that. So so I feel use it or not does not really make sense to me. So that's my opinion on the session thing. So yeah, removing it and continuing with the session base we have. So robot understood. Okay, so as you guys can see, same stuff. We have this wick, even though we had the 12 a.m. actually went higher, and that at the 4 a.m. price went lower. Why? Because let me do the same exercise which we did. Dragging and dropping at this high volume node at this high, and what do we have is low volume at this high. When there is low volume, that indicates that market is getting exhausted at that area, and that might act as supply or demand zone. So dragging and dropping this box here, same setup. I can see that we got really good closure below and a good pullback in this wicks and continued lower till point of control. As we can see that in this diagram, point of control acts as a magnet, and you guys can see that this range where there was fair value, price tapped in really easily, and again now it's ranging in a range. So same stuff on Doge, but we are not done yet. Now we are going. Roman, is there any other coin which you would like us to cover after I'm done with the gold? Clash, I knew it. I knew you'd do Clash. so let's take a look at Clash. I think it's not even in my list. Clash USD. Do we have Bybit or maybe? Yeah, this is good. Let's take a look at Clash. Oh, why it looks weird like oil chart. Clash is a worst coin, which I can see. You can see on TradingView. So I don't know what to analyze in this. I think I need help of Roman. Are you actually trying to buy this thing, Roman? Because you be honest. He's saying it's a secret. He's playing games like Boris does with me when I ask what he's doing on the higher time frame. He's learning. I think Roman is set to become swing trader, not intraday. I don't know. It is in a bad range, and we can't do anything on the lower time frame as well. So what I'm going to do is leaving it on Roman. So I'm sorry, on Boris, and you can ask the same question to Boris when he will join us soon. Yeah. So going back to gold and understanding how we can use volume profile. And oh my god, this shit is still in, I shouldn't say that, but it's still in range from yesterday. And I think Anastasia might not be in anything by looking at this range, but we are here to understand volume profile, so we have to do it. We have no choice. Yeah. And what we can do is start from this area where we had good market, because I don't want you guys to get confused in this range, because that's nothing to trade. So it is 4th June 2026 and marked from the daily open automatically, and you guys can see what this is. A high volume node. And let me draw it properly. And how do we use the edge as supply and demand zone? Volume decreased in this area. That's why bull, or maybe we can say there were many passive limit orders resting at 4. Let me make the levels bigger so you guys can read it. Yeah, I think everyone can read this. Look at this. It's very visible. So at 4472, I'm assuming, because we have low volume area, there are many passive sell limit orders resting in that zone. That's why bulls failed to close above, and you can see that we have aggressive selling lower and creating this low volume zone. Again, created a little not a bigger volume node, but still you can use this zone as, again, you can see price tap again, continued lower, same story repeating again and again. This edge of this low volume and high volume node as resistance. We had this support at this zone, which was the edge of this volume node, but sellers said no, we have bigger orders to push price lower, sorry, to buyers. If you're long in this area, be ready to take the stop loss and go home. And it continued lower and lower and lower. So that's how the volume profile helps you to understand levels which might not be visible with basic understanding of wicks. I am not saying if you're using wick you are not a good trader. It is always like, if you think that you want to improve your model, you should use a tool, and if you are happy with whatever you have learned in market, go with it, because no matter what you use, you are going to come at the same place. So let's take an example. Let's say there is a house of a trader of 10 20 traders, or maybe we can say our viewers, let's say 17 people are watching us, and counting me and Roman, and let's say some more people, 20 people in the house, and 19 or maybe 15 people, they have different strategies, but no matter what they do, every single one will talk about same key levels, like me, Roman, Boris, Jonathan, Anastasia, Mike, Alex. Every single one will come across same levels and be like, yeah, I'm also looking for shorts. So that gives me an idea that every single one is using a different strategy, but even though our analysis is same. So if you are in that 20 people group and you are the one which is looking at the different areas, then you might be in the wrong side of the market. It's very bad to say, but it's a signal where you should understand that maybe you are looking in a wrong side, maybe wrong way to understand the key levels in market. That's how I think what he's saying. Robert is saying he's DCAing into new altcoins. Yeah, he is. Roman only speaks with his guitar fingers. Exactly. I'm not sure why. I think I need to wear the mask. I mean, I have to call the Tradeify again, and then we'll have Roman playing guitar, because I haven't heard him after I stopped wearing the mask. Maybe he misses Tradeify. And same story on gold. Let's understand why we are in a range. And so again, I think my chart looks really shit right now. Let me remove everything I have marked. Remove higher time frame candle. Yeah, because we have CPI and PPI this week, it makes sense that market is waiting for the numbers. But you can see that at this price level at 4350, we have low volume area. That's why this support, this resistance level is working very strong, and still we are failing to close above. And if we talk about bottom, we have this low volume support zone. So we have to wait in which side we will break, and then we'll see continuation in one direction. So I think we are at I feel we are at 50 to 70% of how to use volume profile, and we have 20 people watching us. I'm assuming 10 replies from you guys that you guys got enough idea how to use volume profile, even though you never used it or never heard of it, or maybe you saw many people using it on social media, but you never had a chance to try it on your chart. So let me know that the session was helpful or not, and please share your review, which will help me to understand me to perform well in the next session, that I should go I should explain in the intermediate level or go much more basic? Hello world. Hello Johnny Smith. Welcome back. Yeah, so Hazy Sunshine is saying, okay, so you understood. And also we are at 20 people watching. I think how many likes we have? I think we'll do the giveaway when we have Boris with us. We have 22 likes. We have 22 likes. Can I be more greedy? I'm just joking. We'll do it, but I need Boris with me because I have to extract the list. And in meantime, he will share his view on the higher time frame. Chad, Goroboro, welcome back. It's the first time I heard about that, and it will be the last time you will learn, because you really don't have to watch any other stuff. Because if I talk about myself, how I figure out volume profile is, what I did is just, okay, I know how to mark the key levels. What should I do is just mark key levels as I know, and then plot the volume profile and see where we get reactions. And then I saw the YouTube videos, and that actually aligned with what understanding I had in my brain. So it's like it took only one video to understand me before 2-3 years, and then how I came across every single thing which I learned. So it's like whenever I want to implement in my model, I make sure to rub my brain and give my full potential to understand with my own experience on chart instead of watching the video. Actually, I use different method from many people, but that's how worked me really well from many times in any like income stream. It can be trading, it can be Shopify, affiliate marketing. I always like to experiment first and then take a look at the actual explanation which we have on the YouTube channel. And we have Sir Boris with us, and he just disconnected, but his chart is there. So assuming he'll be joining us soon. So I think he had good internet connection yesterday, but now he's back.
Hey,
he's smiling.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Boris, are you actually here, or you're going to lose your connection again?
No, I was just connected to my VPN.
I think he's on mute as always, and a very bad camera angle. Can you please? I think we can't see you. We can't see your whole face, Boris. We'd love to see your beautiful face. Yeah, that's good. Now we can. Now we are good. So now I'm done explaining volume profile to you guys. And from upcoming days, what you're going to do is apply volume profile on a chart while you are live watching us here, and ask me that what you are looking at, and make the session interactive. And also it's very useful for you as well. It's like a free mentorship which starts every single day at 8 a.m. So yeah, you just need patience using this strategy. Exactly, Glenn. I think Glenn really understands how we should perform in markets. So yeah, Boris, I'm actually waiting for your analysis on higher time frame, because since we are ranging, I think we are waiting for the data of CPI. I want to hear your view.
Well, that's not until tomorrow, right? CPI.
Yeah. That's why we are in range.
Did you make your trade for the day? Did you win?
I actually did on the Bitcoin today, not really on the index. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so 2 days in a row.
No, not 2 days in a row, but it's in the crypto market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was on Bitcoin on lower time frame, and that's what I explained to the people, that how I took this trade, and I'm assuming that every intraday trader will use it. But now I'm done, and it's your stage, and I want to learn how what to hold and what not to for future. So yeah, let's go to your bubbles chart and see what market is looking like.
Sure. So it's actually start with the crypto bubbles. So overall, over the past day, kind of, we had the pump on Sunday, a bit of a recovery from the Thursday, Friday sell-off that we had. But yesterday, it looks like we retraced a lot of the rally from. It happened over the weekend, really, on Sunday. So most coins are down over the day, except for our favorite Zcash. Also, WLD is up, so that has been an outperformer, as we have been talking about. Even Bitcoin is down 1.7%. Although, these aren't like big losses. So I'll go to the heat map because this just includes, the top 100 coins. And this kind of gives like a better picture of what's happening in the overall market. So, we are getting a bit of a pullback in Bitcoin, down 1.7. Ethereum's down less than 1%. BNB is down less than 1%. XRP only has like a 0.25% loss. So really, the way I'm viewing this is like we're having a bit of a retrace after Sunday's rally. So for now, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin on higher timeframes. Let me actually switch to Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Actually, we can look at it on the daily. So Bitcoin daily time frame. Let's see. Well, actually, let's look at it from a daily perspective, and then I'll switch to the weekly. So daily time frame, we did kind of form, I guess you could call it a double bottom for now. So we did slightly pierce the low from February 6th which was like, roughly slightly below 59K. So we went slightly above it, but it turned out to be a fake out, which was more apparent on the lower time frame. So, we had a pretty steady drop up until Friday, and then had the weekend recovery. So the low really was 59,000, and since then, from the low to high, we had a movement of. This is a nice recovery. It had a 9% move in Bitcoin, so it's down 1.75% today. So I'm still bullish on it on the weekly, because as we were talking about, Ayush, we apply a moving average here. Let me put it on here.
The 55 and the 100, maybe 200 SMA.
Yeah, the 200-day SMA. So let me just put it on for those who missed it yesterday. Let's put on a simple moving average here and put it as a 200-day length. If the settings will load for me in TradingView. Okay, let me switch to a different template so they're easier to see. Okay, so basically, I know I have a lot of lines here, but let me remove some of these. So just gonna focus on the 200-day SMA, this white line. So on the weekly time frame, you can see like we held above it. We held it as support. Right now, we are actually testing. I suppose we're kind of close to testing it once again. So it's coming in right around $62,000. So this is the line in the sand for me on Bitcoin. And honestly, this is going to be the line in the sand for really the rest of the crypto market, because I don't see too much strength in the rest of the market right now. I think most of the capital is in Bitcoin. I mean, most of my capital is in Bitcoin. I did buy Bitcoin for the first time in over 5 years. I made a big purchase along with Mr. Saylor. I had a phone call with him. It was a very good phone call, and he told me he was buying, so I decided to buy some as well. I'm joking. I didn't actually have a call with Michael Saylor. But
if you will keep saying everything in this way, I'll start believing that you actually.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to get access to Michael Saylor, but maybe I'll go to the next big crypto conference and take another selfie with him. For those who follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. I have like a selfie of me with Mr. Saylor. That is one of my favorite photographs. So, you know, when people ask me like, who's the most famous person that I've met, I say it's Michael Saylor. He's like a legend to me. Although a lot of people don't like him because of what he's doing with MicroStrategy, but I don't want to get into that right now. We'll just focus on the technicals. Yeah, so basically very simple. As long as Bitcoin holds 62K, I will remain bullish on Bitcoin on the weekly timeframes. Now, when it comes to daily, it's like not much is happening. Like we had, you know, many red candles in a row. We had this recovery on Sunday of 4%, and right now we're kind of like trudging along. And what I really want to see is Bitcoin just take off from here and at least test the high value node on the volume profile. I know this isn't like the best, I guess the best tool for volume profile, the default VRVP on TradingView, but for my swing trading, it works well enough. So I'm looking for, if this continues to go up, for a retest at around like 67K. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt your analysis, but you said that the volume profile is actually not, better tool for this TradingView platform, but I have seen some improvement from last year, so I think they are doing good with the volume profile. So it actually is going to match the actual volume profile you use. So you can use it. There will be some difference, but yeah, it's all good.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I know you are the volume profile expert.
Not an expert, but you're still learning.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. But I actually did take a short position on Bitcoin Cash based on a daily, because this one is just looking very weak. Like many altcoins like had a decent recovery over the weekend, but this one just completely retraced its rally from the weekend. So I'm basically looking for Bitcoin Cash to just go lower, and it's just based on this just breaking this little support area over here. So yeah, I'm just looking for Bitcoin Cash to continue going lower. Yeah, that's the only big swing trade I put on yesterday. We'll see what pops up today. So far, I'm not really seeing any good opportunities, but the day is just getting started in New York. So we'll see how the New York session goes. And now that I'm in more in Central European time, I actually have more time to focus on the New York session, and I'll be keeping track of what's going to happen. Yes, that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. And then, yeah, I'm just bullish on Bitcoin right now. And for the rest of the altcoin market, like, I think it's going to, like, the altcoin market is going to follow what Bitcoin is doing. Let's take a look at USDT dominance. So yeah, I've been talking about USDT dominance as well. So we did have a big spike up in USDT dominance. So we did have a big outflow of cash or capital into US dollar tether. And right now we're just floating right below this critical level at 8.7%, which we haven't seen since, really since December of 2022. So at this level, like if we break out from this level, I think we're going to see, some more downside in altcoins, unfortunately, except for certain exceptions like what's it called, Hype. Hype is doing pretty well. Surprisingly, Zcash is up. No, it's only up how much?
Zcash.
Yeah, to be fair, Zcash is actually
recovering.
Applying my 200-day rule or the 200 SMA strategy.
Yeah.
We are above the 200-day SMA, and since the news, we are up Ooh, now Zcash recovered by 85%. Now I know this was probably like a liquidation wick. It got down as low as 253. Right now we're trading at 471 on Zcash.
Yeah. I think the 510 level might be the next resistance for it, or maybe if we close above and then it's back to the subside. Because the recovery is really slow with a lot of range. I'm assuming that we will go lower. What do you think?
Let me take a look. I mean, there's obviously going to be a lot of resistance at this level. It's like the head and shoulders pattern. So I think, there's not. I mean, it's recovered a lot. I think it's going to face a lot of resistance here because there was a lot of buying going on here. Like, we zoom out to the volume profile. Yeah, it's like a good thick volume node at around 528. So maybe we can go push a little higher, maybe to this level, like 540. And then let me draw this out. So maybe we'll see something like this happen. So maybe another slight push higher here, and then we'll go down.
Yeah, same plan.
Something like that. I don't know. Maybe retest the 200-day SMA. So that's what I'm looking at for Zcash. I think that's the most plausible scenario.
Yeah.
I want to talk about WorldCoin. Because this one is actually doing something interesting. Like you can see, even on the daily, like the 200, it's not my favorite moving average, but it works pretty well. You can see we went above it on WorldCoin. Yeah, is that what it's called? WorldCoin. By 40%. Wow, on last Wednesday, and then it dipped 22% back to the 200-day SMA. And we are bouncing from it. So if we can take out this level, like 0.5365 on the daily, I think this has some potential. And also this, I think there might be some correlation here because, WorldCoin is one of Sam Altman's projects. And I read in the news yesterday that OpenAI is filing for an IPO. So maybe, with that news, there's going to be some correlation between the possible, well, it's not possible, I think it's probably going to happen, the IPO for OpenAI, and maybe a way to, track the valuation by proxy will be through WLD, just my theory. We'll see. But yeah, WLD is definitely doing something different from the rest of the market, which does make sense given the AI craze. And I suppose, what I heard today, that Tradeify crypto, we can now trade tokenized stocks like NVIDIA and some others. So shall we take a look at
stock? Why not?
Look at that NVDA. And I don't know, I've never looked at this chart. Let's see. So for me, NVIDIA. I don't know. I wouldn't do anything with this one. This looks like it's like it topped out, but there's a lot of support here. Technically, if I was following my system, this would be a short, but I would hate to short like a hot stock like NVIDIA.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on NVIDIA? I figured we could talk about this. It just got added to the pairs we can trade.
It got added to Tradeify crypto, and it got added to my list.
Yeah,
only now. So I never traded options before.
Yeah. So,
but I do like to work on this NVIDIA stuff and maybe backtest something and come up with some good strategy like Boris, because I think I need Boris' help in terms of stock and all, because it helps us to understand, to take some holding in the stock market.
Yeah,
I would not do any intraday thing on the NVIDIA and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you never traded equities or stock indices?
Like I do Nasdaq and stuff, but not really
Uh,
Nvidia and Apple separately. Because I can't actually open maybe even deposit some money and try it because it does not allow Indians to try it. So
oh,
yeah,
that's not fair.
many things that are not fair. I can say it in the stream, but anyways, let's continue to the charts.
Yeah, I mean, then let's look at the Nasdaq because the Nasdaq had a big down day on Friday, down 5%. So far, it is recovering. We'll see what happens, but I think Bitcoin is very closely correlated to the Nasdaq. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think honestly, whatever Nasdaq does, Bitcoin will follow. So the Nasdaq decides to go down from here, we might
I have
go
never
down
seen
as well.
that happening, Boris.
What?
I've never seen that happening. Whatever Nasdaq does, Bitcoin follows. That
Well,
happens once in a blue moon for me.
I'm saying if the Nasdaq goes down, Bitcoin will go down, but not necessarily vice versa. So the Nasdaq can go up and Bitcoin can go down, but it's very rare. I agree that Bitcoin will go up and the Nasdaq goes down. I think maybe that has happened a few times.
Yeah.
What else are you? Did you put on any trades on Doge, or have you crossed that off your list after I cursed it?
I mean, it is getting.
Yeah.
It's back to normal. I mean, pretty normal. But I think we had the same setup which we had on Bitcoin on the lower time frame. But if we take a look at it, it's really in a very very bad range. So not anything specifically, but I mean, yeah, I mean nothing. I mean, it's Bitcoin in range, Ethereum in range, gold in range.
Yeah.
Zcash is recovering from the down move. I think Zcash would have been good without the dump we had. I think that's the only pair which really don't care about the data and stuff. It always moves on the weekends, and I've seen mainly even before the higher time frame. Higher impact news, and I can see you are on the liquidation chart.
Yeah, we haven't taken a look at this in a while, so let's take a look. All right, so the interesting thing here is that a lot of long positions were wiped out on the move down to 59K. So right now there really isn't a lot of, I mean, there's a bit of liquidity or liquidity to tap into for bears, but really it's the shorts that are in trouble right now. Because if you look at this graph or at this map, you can see if price gets to the 69K level, there will be 1.72 billion in short liquidations. Meanwhile, Bitcoin can go all the way down to 56,000, and there will only be 1 billion. So, there's more pressure on the leveraged shorts right now. So if buyers can step in here and start pushing price to, let's say, this level, 63,000, 64K, we're gonna start seeing some short squeezes. And yeah, I think that's what we need right now. We need a short squeeze, because I think too many people, once we broke that low from February 2nd on Bitcoin, I think a lot of people put on short positions, and now they're under pressure because obviously price has recovered since then. So I think for those who who shorted the low, basically they're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's if price starts to move to 64,000.
Yeah.
And we all know, in Bitcoin land, we love liquidating people. So the longs got liquidated, and now I think it's time for the shorts to get liquidated. Because the market doesn't care whether you're short or long, just likes to liquidate everyone. That's what I've found from my experience.
So still, I think you are, even though you can see it can go to 56, why you went long? That's the question.
Well, it was very simple. It held the 200-week simple moving average, so went long. But I didn't go long. It's not a trade. It's more of an investment. So there's no stop loss. There's no take profit. I just saw the price and I pressed market buy. It's very simple. Didn't have to think about it. Those are sometimes the best trades or the best investments when you just look at it and you click buy and just let the setup play out. So yeah, there wasn't much I didn't have to look at multiple indicators and start looking at the volume profile and the open interest and the ETF flows and then this indicator and that indicator. It's just based on one simple moving average, one indicator basically, which does happen to fall in line with 60K was a big level back in 2020, 2021. So that's going to be a key a key level going forward. So yeah, that was why I decided to, by buying, I am long technically on Bitcoin. I'm curious about the fear and greed index. I wonder if we're still in the fear zone. I assume we are. Let me pull this up.
Glenn is saying that my hype shorts just hit TP. I mean, congrats.
Oh.
Let's see what hype is doing.
Wait, congrats, yeah. Always a good feeling when trade hits TP.
And where is it?
What time frame, Glenn, are you trading on?
Yeah, that's the main question.
I'm gonna switch to hype.
Oh, I think it had same setup and look at it dumping. I think, it was a kind of trade which we could have taken right now before the market opens. Flush. It is flushing from this higher time frame 4-hour wick, and this supply zone getting aligned in this area. Good trade, Glenn. I just still I think you said hit TP. I think it's still dumping. Anyway, you booked your profit. That's what matters.
Yeah, from let's see. I guess you're looking at it from the 15-minute time frame.
Yeah.
I guess let me give my view from a daily perspective. Well, for me, this is actually pretty simple. We're holding the 55. This is the 55 EMA, this green ribbon, but we're unable to get above. Well, we're basically stuck in a range between the 55 EMA and this all-time high at $77. So I think what's going to happen, we might retest the 55 EMA. So if we keep going lower in hype, we can go as low as 52, 53 or so. And then let's see if we can retest this level at 77. So actually quite a wide range for me on hype. I'd say, it's like a 44% range. And hype is one of the more volatile tokens out there. So yeah, be careful of this one. Don't use too much leverage. But Ayush, what are your thoughts on I went long on Bitcoin yesterday. I thought we were gonna I saw this 4-hour candle, and thought we're gonna break out here, but I don't think it's looking that good anymore. Can you actually give your analysis on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin?
Yeah, why not? The 4-hour actually. Let me apply this. Remove this one. Fixed range, and let's see what we have. But so I think we had this. We have this low volume area with also the wick. That's why going long would make sense if we close above this zone, and convert this low volume node to the as support, but instead price failed to close above, and right now we are closing and going lower in this point of control. I think the next area which market can easily go till is at 61,000 for Bitcoin for shorts, and much lower if we get good volume tomorrow, maybe during the CPI news. But I have never seen any really spikes in the market. I think this year it's been really tough to pass evaluation with news with full quoting them in the futures market. But yeah, this is my view on the Bitcoin on the 4-hour.
Do you have a similar view on Ethereum? Because
Ethereum,
I think you know what, Ethereum is actually looking stronger to me, or for me. If we take a look at it,
Ethereum, let's see. It's in a very bad range, but yeah, even though it was, now exactly what I like to see. Ethereum is changing the strength and weakness thing. It was actually weaker, but now in this range, it says no. Now I'm being normal.
And actually, if we zoom out to my chart and look at the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio, actually Ethereum is starting to kind of form like a bullish pattern here against Ethereum. So actually, relatively speaking, on the 4-hour, Ethereum is looking a bit stronger than Bitcoin. You know what sucks also? I did a dual trade yesterday. I went long on Bitcoin and short on Ethereum.
Come on.
I'm gonna get so wrecked right now. Oh God.
You should never do it with the correlated pair.
I mean, when it works, it works. When it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's kind of a very simple statement. But when it works, but this time it's not gonna work. I don't think so. We have 2 hours, 30 minutes until the 4-hour closure. So maybe a miracle will happen and Bitcoin can recover from here. Because I went in at like 63,800. I think my stop loss is around 61,950. So I'm getting close to getting stopped out on my Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Well, that's life. I mean, that's trading. That's trading life.
And Ethereum and Bitcoin chart it's looking really good. I mean, one is holding up and another one is going lower.
It's just not good for me. It's just not good for me, you know.
But it is actually good for me because I think it's after many months, I can see it is getting normal now. I like to see the strength and weakness change and shift by time in both pairs. So yeah. I think, and also, Boris, we hit the like target and actually we went above.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And think what you want them to write in chat in order to participate in giveaway.
Let's write ETH or Ethereum.
Or both. Right?
Yeah.
ETH or ETH, yeah. Right, ETH to participate in the giveaway. Roman is always very quick. I'll always find him in the second name or the first. The fastest giveaway participator is producer Roman. ETH, because ETH is...
You know what else is interesting, Ayush? Bitcoin dominance is starting to roll over here. So that makes sense. So maybe we're seeing some capital rotation into Ethereum. Maybe finally Ethereum will do something. Although, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance starting to roll over, which is not good for Bitcoin. Actually, let's take a look at Ethereum dominance.
Yeah.
That is actually something we can look at as well. I haven't looked at this in quite a while. Let's see. So look at this. So Ethereum dominance, it looks very similar to the ETH Bitcoin chart. So Ethereum dominance starting to spike up here, which would mean, yeah, if we get above this like $9.47 level, this could really move up to like that. Like we could have like a 2.6% move easily in Ethereum on the lower time frames. What is gold doing?
Gold doing nothing. Absolutely
Actually,
nothing. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I drew this horizontal resistance line yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And it's still respecting it. And what's funny is, I mean, that's not funny.
Is it a is it a pattern forming like the indicator you have which automatically marks? Come on. Look, I like it when he laughs for no reason and that actually is funny. Why you are laughing? Is that something forming which you saw in the past?
What's forming?
Come on, boys.
I think this looks like a rattle. Like it looks like a rattlesnake. Like you can see this ribbon switch from red to white.
Yeah,
red to white. Red. It's like a little snake. Snake. It's a snake pattern.
Yeah, snake pattern invented by
very bearish.
Yeah, Clash. Yeah. Yeah, I gave up on Clash.
We can take a look at Clash, but I don't think you will like my analysis. Let's see. Oh my god, what am I even looking at? Hold on, we need to get a better. Oh, let's use this one, the default one. Oh my god, liquidity is so bad here; it doesn't even fill the full bar. Okay, let's see. This is good enough. Daily Clash. Okay, look, actually Clash, not looking too bad. It's according to this trading view auto pattern indicators forming bottom 1, bottom 2, but we have, wow, hold on.
The laugh in between is what are losing our trust in this analysis.
Wait a minute, guys.
It is dying project. Be honest. Look at the I think.
Hold on, guys. Well, there's two possibilities here. Possibility number one, it's forming this. I don't know how TradingView determines these patterns. Apparently, this is some kind of triangle, and if this triangle breaks down, we're gonna see Clash. Hold on, I'm trying. I need to see.
Nice.
We're gonna see a drop if we fall from the 1% level. Clash is gonna go down to 0. So take. I'm not joking. This is what TradingView is. Take profit 0 on Clash. That's the target. So a move of 98% down.
Good shot, yeah.
But the bullish case. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
That's one possibility.
0.
The second possibility is that this is a double bottom, and Clash can move up by 600%. Oh, so you know what? I think the risk to reward here is to go long, because we're looking at a potential 600% move if this double bottom pattern is true. But also, your money could go to zero. So that's the risk.
So would like to know what producer is thinking. Is he going long or short? That what matters. Yeah, if you please zoom out. Now, what you are thinking, Roman?
I'm gonna remove these chart patterns and make the chart clearer for him.
More or less, you will get your account. I have given away. I have shared your YouTube channel. Don't worry, you'll get it soon. Just
Yeah, I agree. This will be like a fun, like little gamble.
fun gamble.
But what does anyone know what Clash? What does it do? Like, what is its use case?
Do nothing.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, are we ready for the duck race? Is the list ready?
Yeah, the list is ready.
Oh, Bitcoin just came down to like 62,000, almost at my stop loss. But we're seeing a little buying now coming in as the New York session is underway. Too much selling for me. I don't know about this.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
Let's go.
I don't know why we have 45 people. Or we should have 45 people.
45.
Yeah.
It's a good number.
Good number, but we have 23 people. Is the name repeating? Yeah. Cheeky, yeah. I think now we're all good. Yeah,
okay.
I think you're all good, yeah. Let's do 1 minute. Boys.
Yeah, I think 1 minute is good.
Thank God.
And remember when we did 1 hour? I thought that was fun.
It was actually.
Really?
Oh, so like our stream would run for 24 hours on the YouTube. That's crazy.
Actually, that's a cool idea. I like it.
All right, we are starting the race. And the first one is the guy with the cap. You're not going to win. Just being honest. Popo. I think Popo, you already won an account, so not a problem. Molani Popo.
I see Glenn in there, as always. He's been a long-time supporter of this stream.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where's the... Oh, I like the Benjamin Franklin duck. Do you see that one at the bottom?
Yeah. and
Oh my God.
few people going below. Look at the queen with the lipstick. It looks so weird, but fine.
Bro is here.
Bro is here. Bro is here. Bro, are you here or not? If you're not here, well, I'm going to take it. I say it every single day and you guys show up. I don't know why. So if you are here, write something in chat. Or or I'll keep it this time. I'll copy paste my Gmail to Jonathan. He's here.
Is he here?
Congrats.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You want 10K to step account? Make sure not to blow it. Trade with proper risk management. You'll get your account soon.
You want to count? Not sure. Be sure not to blow it. It's great.
Yeah.
A great motivator. Yeah, make sure not to blow it, because then
Then you have to watch participate.
Well, Ayush, man, looking at the crypto bubbles on the hourly, not looking good.
Why?
Because everything's in the red, bro.
I said it's going lower.
Oh, I don't know. Looks like there's a lot of buying and selling you on at the 62K level. But this is the 1 second chart. Doesn't mean much. But we're getting some good buys now. No, I remember you saying the other day. Did you used to trade the 1 second chart? And
No, it's 15.
15. That's more reasonable.
I used to.
Let's go down to the 15 second. Big selling. Oh my god, 3.1 million. Someone just sold 3.1 million. 1.2 million. Yeah, Bitcoin 4 hour not looking that great for me.
I think the Ethereum is going to hold its. Even though if we assume that Bitcoin can go to 61,000, it will happen only if we see some sort of momentum in Ethereum. Yeah.
Yeah, but ultimately, if Bitcoin goes down, it's gonna drag Ethereum down with it. Maybe just not as fast.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to look at actually. Oh, forgot to take a look at one thing. I'm curious. Huh?
The thing you see with the white interface and a lot of millions and orders which you see of BlackRock and stuff. What is
ETF
that? Yeah, ETF flow.
All right. Let's take a look.
What do you think? What big players are doing?
Oh, this is very disappointing data.
Why?
I assumed, so because we were talking about the ETF flows yesterday, and we only had data up to Friday, and I thought that, Monday's data, so yesterday's data would have been positive, but no, it's more outflows. That's unbelievable. And look where most of the outflows are coming from. IBIT, which is BlackRock. What are you doing, BlackRock? You're going to be buying Bitcoin, not selling it.
That says a lot about the current trend.
Yeah, so, we had 91 million in Bitcoin outflows. So, I assume, judging by what's happening so far for the New York Open, are we going to see more outflows today? It's going to be interesting. Well, let's make a bet. Or what do you think that today's data will show once the New York session finishes? Is it going to be green, or are we going to see net inflows or net outflows?
I don't know.
So
just being safe. Hazy is saying, and I actually agree with you. Don't you think it's unfair for people who were born after Bitcoin went above 50K and then didn't got a chance to buy at zero?
I don't understand what.
I was in school back days. When Boris was trading Bitcoin, I was in school.
Don't you think it's unfair for people who were born after Bitcoin? Who's born after Bitcoin went above 50K?
It's not. Maybe he wanted. How old are you?
Are we talking to like a 7-year-old here?
Yeah. Make sure to do your homework. Yeah. You can time him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Should have been soon. Make sure to do your homework after the stream.
Yeah, let's look at something more like a bit off the beaten path here. So on Calci, it's a prediction market, crypto-based prediction market, and I'm in Spain right now, and actually my new country is the favorite to win the World Cup. Ayush, do you follow the World Cup, or are you going to be following it because it's starting soon?
I think if you teach me, I will. But I'm not.
I
really
know
active.
nothing. Is there a chance that India could win? I'm trying to look for India.
Say, I think even if it's there, we have very less supporter. I'm saying that because it in my country, cricket is more famous, doing good when the football. That's the hard truth, but yeah, that's a serious topic to discuss.
Wow. My country, the USA, has 1.6% chance of winning.
Is that a betting app?
Yeah, so it's similar to Polymarket, but this is Calci. It's like a competitor. From what I heard from my some of my crypto network, it's actually better. It has like more interesting things you can bet on. Let's actually look at the. Yeah, it's very similar to what we've been seeing on what's called Polymarket.
Yeah, gold is pumping.
Gold is pumping.
It is, yeah, with a very good volume.
All right, shall we look at PaxG?
Yeah. Pumping.
All right, let me switch to PaxG here.
Was there news at 9:45? Or maybe some tweet or something? Something happened? Why so much volume? Like, no chance anyone could have entered in this on the lower time frame. So it was a quick move.
There's a big wick. Oh yeah, we had a big 0.5% 5-minute candle on PaxG. Let's see did Bitcoin have a similar reaction? Not really. Yeah, nice move on Pax. Actually went above this resistance line I had. Now we're pulling back. So there might have been some news. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if it's like economic news or geopolitical news, but that was a significant spike in a short amount of time. And now the Nasdaq had a big move as well to the upside.
That's
Maybe
weird.
Maybe there's some news about a peace deal between Iran and the US.
Oh yeah.
I think the chances of that are very low. Last I checked, it was like 15% chance that there will be a peace deal by the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not a geopolitical expert.
Me too more.
All right. You know what I'll do? Let's try the inverse chart test again. So I have Bitcoin here on the daily time frame. I'm gonna invert it now. Let's see what happens.
Game again.
It's a fun game to play.
Yeah. So
Let's see. Wow. So would you go long or short here?
be honest, what would make you happy if I say?
No, you say what you speak your mind. There's nothing. What makes me happy is when people are honest and speak.
I think there
What's in your mind?
is a lot of support on the left side. I think we are near the point of control. I think it will
Yeah?
be. It is going long
So you're gonna go. Okay.
from the
Yeah.
range we have.
Oh no.
In order
Yeah.
to go lower, we want price to close below that range we have in the Bitcoin
Yeah.
on the left side.
Yeah. You know, Ayush, I agree with you. Looking at the inverted chart, I'm actually not. I'm not very confident in my Bitcoin purchase anymore. This is not a great look.
I mean, I can be wrong.
And hopefully you are, because
I don't mind to be wrong because I'm not someone who plays on higher time frame. So yeah, let's pray that I get wrong analysis on higher time frame for Boris.
yeah, you're lucky you get to like sleep at night because you don't hold any like overnight positions, right?
I mean, it's not exactly what you think. I might not sleep if volatile candle stops me out and then goes to my TP.
Okay.
If I'm trading the volatile session.
Yeah.
So the difference is that the amount of energy you give to your trade for swing trade at once in a month, or maybe in 3 months, something which I have to do daily. So I mean, yeah, here or there we are in the same boat.
Yeah. I just want to search the crypto bubbles again. 1 hour time frame. So we are getting a bit of a bullish reaction since the New York session, just slightly. Let's see. Yeah, WLD continues to go up. Let's take a look at that one. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at this. So we're talking about WLD breaking above this previous high, and it is currently doing that intraday. Let's see what's been happening in the last hour since we spoke. Yeah, it is rallying. Yeah, like 5% over the past hour. Let's watch this level, guys, on WLD. I think if we can break above 0.6128, this is going to be a long signal for me. And sorry, I was on the wrong tab. But yeah, basically looking at WLD potentially breaking above the 0.6128 level. I'm actually going to put an alert on it so that it can wake me up in the middle of my sleep. All right, I'm going to just create a price crossing horizontal line. That should be good enough. Okay, create. Oh, I want to ask you, do you use this feature? Like, do you set alarms when, well, let's say, a price hits one of your zones, one of your areas of interest?
I mean, even if I set one, it will ring in the midnight in my country. So, so it's like, yeah, I mean, not really. I do set it just to get an idea in the morning that what we have in the chart, but it does not help me in any way.
Yeah. I mean, I just set it just for this stream. And now zooming out to Bitcoin, I mean, on the arrow, this one is looking very droopy.
Yeah.
I don't like the way this is looking, to be honest. And like, if we look at the NASDAQ, let me see. Like, once again, NASDAQ is more or less going up. Bitcoin is going down. It's like basically the same pattern we've been seeing for the past 2 months. Let's see ETH. ETH is kind of still holding on, you know.
Yeah.
It's in a tighter range.
Oh, look at gold. I think it is dumping. It was just a manipulation on the high side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get the gold futures in. Yeah, I think PAX or gold has a chance of. Nah, I don't know. Look at this upper wick. We went to 43.70 and then it just came right back down. So US 500 SPY is still going up. Yeah, what happened with the new? There's a big spike in everything. And
that's what I'm saying, man. There is no notification.
Nothing.
I mean, yeah, there is one. It says talk on agreement to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapon.
I knew it was something Iran related.
Yeah, archiving in positive results, and to me, it's like just wait and watch till it gets settled down. But there is no effect on Ethereum. It says no. I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Should take a look at. I mean, we have 1 minute left in the stream. But you know what else? We added, in addition to NVIDIA, we added Microsoft, Tesla, and Apple as tokenized pairs to trade on Tradeify crypto. So I'm gonna add Apple to my watch list right now. A quick read on Apple looks bad. I would short it probably based on the daily, but it's just a quick read. Let's look at Tesla really quickly. And this is just going to be my quick read on Tesla. You know, when I used to trade the equity markets, Tesla was always like a hard chart to read. I really have no opinion on this chart. This is like all over the place.
Yeah.
So I admire all the Tesla traders out there because I know that is one of the most difficult stocks to trade. Let's check out Microsoft. Okay, let's see. Oof, this one is forming some kind of pattern.
What kind of pattern?
A bad one.
You should have said same thing when you were watching Clash. Roman, the bad one.
No, it's like a devil. Like, look, there's like a head here with like horn. It looks like a very evil pattern because, well, I don't know. Bill Gates might have done some bad stuff in the past, but I don't know if it's true. Anyway,
I got what you were referring to anyway.
All right, guys. I think we've come to the end of this Tuesday stream.
Yeah.
Interesting market today. Ayush, any last thoughts? Like, what are you thinking for Bitcoin? What are you thinking for the overall market?
I mean, yeah, as we discussed, if that close below that support zone, it will go lower, but we have to wait for the data. I think that's why it's been ranging. Make sure to risk properly before the news, and if you're holding anything, manage your positions and then the CPI, PPI release. So yeah, that's all, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, and really appreciate you guys showing up every single day, and thank you for joining.
Yeah, thanks guys. Trade safely. Well said.
Bye-bye.
Bye.